Set. Arms.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Greetings, Sunny Isles Beach, and happy Veterans Day 2020. One of the rare occasions I get to take my mask off. I want to welcome everyone to our first virtual Veterans Day. Obviously, with COVID, we're not able to meet in person in the park this year, but this is one of the celebrations during the year that I really enjoy. Families get to come out, and our veterans that are still alive and living in Sunny Isles Beach get to come to that park, and we get to honor them, but we also get to honor those that are deceased. And as you know, we have a wall in the park in honor of those veterans. Again, this is a very, very unique time, and I know that I speak for the entire city that we greatly appreciate the service of our veterans. This year, we're adding 6 names to the wall. So this year, we are pleased to add to the Veterans Wall Jesus Alberto Garudo, Robert Alden Semple, Henry Bank, Mario Garcia Cruz, Barry Tannenbaum, and Richard J. Tipa. And I want to congratulate their families, and I want to thank their families and these veterans for their service to our country. Once again, I hope next year we get to see you in person. And I hope there'll be better days next year, and I hope that in a year from now we'll be past this virus and we'll be back to the normal that we are used to as a community and as a region. Thank you very much for watching this video and honoring our veterans for Veterans Day 2020 from Sunny Isles Beach. Again, I'm Mayor Bud Scholl, and I want to thank you again.
We're here to represent and also to honor my late father, Mario Garcia Cruz. He was a U.S. Army veteran who emigrated to this great country in 1962 at the age of 26. Just a few months after fleeing communism, he joined a special U.S. Army force to help the United States overthrow the dictatorship in Cuba. Even though that mission was canceled, he was ready and proud to defend the country that opened its doors to him as a refugee. Thank you, Dad, because you were the best example of an American patriot and proud U.S. citizen. I won't ever forget how you used to tell me that you were more American than Cuban because you had lived more years of your life in the USA than you did in your birth country. On his behalf, we'd like to thank the City of Sunny Isles Beach for this honor, and God bless America.
Hello, my name is William Lopez. I served during the Vietnam era in the Cold War, during crazy times when between Russia and the US, they were trying to decide who was the strongest. Finally, we came out of that era with no nuclear bombs. Okay, so we turned the page. I turned the page. I got out of the Army 8 years later, and the good thing that I obtained from the whole experience was my strength to keep going, never stop, no matter what my goal is. I just kept on going, and working hard. Everything in its place. Things are remaining in my mind. I still, to this day, I put my socks in order, my shoes, my shirts, And so, as it turns out, my kids, I got a 17-year-old daughter and a 15-year-old son, and they have me as a role model, and they're becoming great citizens because of what they see that I project, and how I decided to show them to go the right way, stay on the track, and never giving up. Right now they go to ATM. My daughter's going to graduate next year, and they are actually pretty proud of me and my wife. And they're both gifted, bilingual, and they will never stop. They're doing really great. We are very proud of them. They are proud of me, and I'm proud of this country.
Hello, my name is Dennis Stubbelow, and I live in beautiful sunny Isles Beach, Florida. I'm here to tell you about my experience in the Army. I was drafted into the United States Army on April 19th, 1965. I took my basic training at Fort Gordon, Georgia, and then went on to Ordnance Guidance Missile School at Redstone Arsenal, Alabama. I went to school for 8 weeks with 239 other GIs to learn about the internal guidance system of the Hawk missile, and I graduated on September the 3rd, 1965, as a Hawk mechanical repairman. Out of 240 GIs on the base, 138 went on to Vietnam, and only one sergeant and I went into Germany, so I lucked out. I was stationed overseas in Grafenwehr, Germany from 1965 to 1967. I was assigned to the 7th U.S. Army Ordnance Headquarters, Battery 6th Missile Battalion, 60th Artillery Unit. My duties were as the direct exchange supervisor for the men who worked on the Hawk missile defense system. We had 4 missile sites overlooking the communist border of Czechoslovakia at the time. When one of the parts of the missile was not working, they would truck the parts into our compound, and our men would fix them and send them back to the front. My job as Spec 4 would be to make sure the paperwork was done correctly and on time. My last day in the Army was on March 31st, 1967, and I was proud in serving my country for the security and well-being of our country. This experience has made me a better person. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Richard Tipper. I served in the United States Army from October 1962 to April 1972. I began my career in the 2nd of the 258 Artillery, National Guard unit of 42nd Infantry Division in the Bronx, New York. While on my 6 months of active duty, being trained as an artillery surveyor, I decided I wanted to go to OCS. Upon returning to my unit, I applied for OCS and graduated in July 1964, and in January 1966, I went back on active duty. I was assigned to the 1st to the 40th Artillery in Fort Sill, Oklahoma. On September 23rd, 1966, we departed Fort Sill en route to Vietnam. We spent 23 days on the USS General Leroy Eltons, a World War II Liberty ship. We were originally supposed to go to Saigon, but after a brief stop in Okinawa, the captain opened his orders, and his first stop was Da Nang. Unit to depart, we were one of them. We found ourselves convoying from Da Nang 110 miles north to Dong Ha on the DMZ. I spent 15 months on the DMZ with the 12th Marine Regiment, 3rd Marine Division. During that time, I was also an aerial observer. I flew missions along the northern I-Corps and over the border into North Vietnam. In 1971 to 72, I was assigned to Vietnam. This time, I was a captain. I was an operations officer of the 201st Aviation Company in Nha Trang, Vietnam. I got out of the Army in April 1972. Thank you.
Good morning. I am very honored and privileged to be here this morning to be part of this virtual tribute to all of our military veterans on Veterans Day, but especially those who are being added to our Veterans Wall of Honor. First, I would like to start by saying I would like to acknowledge a very special veteran who passed away earlier this year, Mr. James Federici. James was a distinguished member of the United States Navy and served during the Second World War. He was one of the very first enshrinees to our Wall of Honor in Sunny Isles Beach. And I know James is looking down right now with a big smile on his face and is probably saying something like, "Go Navy." As Americans, we can never forget the sacrifices made by our military personnel over the years. These are average American citizens who left their homes and their families with one goal in mind: to serve and protect the greatest nation on earth. And we can never forget the sacrifices made, not even during unprecedented times like we're going through right now. It's our honor and privilege to honor you, not just today, Veterans Day, but every day of the year. In closing, on behalf of the men and women of the Sunny Isles Beach Police Department, we wish to pay homage to all of our military veterans and those who are currently serving our nation. We ask for God's blessing to keep everyone safe, and most importantly, we ask God to continue to bless America. Thank you very much, and happy Veterans Day.